Studying abroad is famous for Europe, so I thought of doing something much different.
Like, you always hear European countries, but South Africa was kind of like in the background.
I feel like when you go online and you do your research, half of it is not very true.
I didn't expect a lot of diversity, you know, a lot of different cultures mashed into one. I thought that was only in the US, but South Africa has many different cultures in the country.
Like, please donate to these poor, starving African children. And that's kind of like the notion, like, oh, that's all of Africa.
Now living here for a whole year doesn't seem like a third world country. It's pretty stable.
I think that's like very important for people to understand that don't let media define the country for you.
I wanted to see how far the country had come since, you know, the end of apartheid. You know, yeah.
Learning about the education system here really helped me see the population that I was working with differently and realize that I had to help them in a different way, not the way I knew back in the United States.
They let us know a lot about the history, they let us know about the education system.
That really helped me see how much the history changed from my preconceived notions of the history, because you just think apartheid and it just ended. I think it paints a better picture for a lot of the situations here.
Students who come here from the international program, they are really motivated to be involved in whatever way they can. I really embrace it when the students come and they want to bring these new skills and these new activities and actually teach the children something else. So just to use their initiative and come forward and be creative and make the most of their time with us.
In the Maranatha program, we helped a lot with homework, but the hardest thing was trying to help them with their homework when their homework was in a different language.
It's a little slower, so you take it slower. You teach them a little slower and it works for them.
So it's a little bit difficult, like trying to open them up to speak English. You just have to like play with the dough, put sprinkles in it, they already know it. So in that sense, with the activities, it's helped me just bond with these kids.
Seeing the difference in foster kids in the United States and here, it helps me bring back some skills back to the States.
Especially, you know, people who have like education degrees or they're studying for education. It's a very challenging way to kind of test yourself, you know, and to get a different perspective.
It helps the kids to get more attention. There's a lot in homework that they need a lot of help. So at least one-on-one individual, it actually gives more time for the kids, you know.
If you really get to the roots of things, you find a very, very rich culture. And I think I receive a lot more from this program than they do.
I feel like I have made a difference in someone's life.
I don't think a lot of people can say I have changed someone's life in another country. So
Sometimes when you feel as though you're doing nothing, you're actually doing the most. Because actually just spending time sitting and talking with a child can make a big difference in their lives.
Like I always have this question, like, why me? You know, I take myself as a chosen one to be able to be blessed with that kind of help, because I mean, it's rare to find something like that.